everybody, and welcome back to our channel. It's Cold Fire.
And I'm Kit.
Sorry it's been a while since we have been reacting to videos. Been a little busy getting things ready to go see Madonna in concert. We went on Monday, April the 1st, and the line was wrapped around the building. I'm telling you, I think a lot of her lateness has to do with there's so many people checking in through security, because I remember when we got in there, we were in there at what, 7:30?
Yeah,
and about probably
we walked from the hotel to the arena,
it
and
was like a 7-minute walk.
we went to the Atlanta one, so we were at State Farm Arena. We stayed at Home 2 Suites or something like that.
Yeah.
Literally, it was a
walk.
7-minute walk. We got there about 7:30. No,
we got there about 7.
yeah, no, we left the hotel at 7, so it was about 7:15.
Yeah.
Got there, we were thinking, okay, we're going to be really early. We'll be able to get in. We'll be able to maybe buy a couple of souvenirs.
Get to pee.
Yeah, none of that happened. We get there, and the friggin' line is literally wrapped around.
All the way down at least a block and a half.
When
we went to walk down to the end of it.
We got there, it was about halfway wrapped around the building from the main entrance, because they were not communicating where people can go in at.
No, they were not.
So we went all the way to the end of the line, and then finally we found another couple, and they were trying to figure it out too. So finally we all found somebody that worked there.
Kind of find out that the back of the arena, they let you check in there as well.
Yeah. So anyways, I think the problem with the whole lateness of Madonna is
security.
Is the venues that they go to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because like State Farm, yeah, they were prepared with security. Not enough people, so it took forever to get checked in.
Yeah, there was only, 4 people at the front door?
I don't remember. But it between that and then
Two
where they set up to sell everything, and it was like one little section, maybe 2 cashiers, and that's it. Of course, it's going to take forever with that.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we didn't get the bags and stuff that we really wanted to buy to remember this. But
I think by the time we sat down, it was around 8 o'clock, 8:30, something like that.
No. Well, by the time we got to our seats, it was probably almost 8 o'clock.
We didn't even pee. We were like,
no.
I needed a soda because we hadn't drank all day.
I would have peed in a cup.
The only thing the hotel had was water, and I don't drink water.
Yeah. And
we needed something to drink, so we went and got us a Coca-Cola real quick. Took that, and we were able to take it into the venue. So we went and asked where we go to, and it was behind a curtain. And so we walked down, and we got into our seats. And believe it or not, this was not told to us, and this is probably a Ticketmaster thing that they should have communicated a little bit better, was when the concert was first announced, they put online the stage and what seats you want to go and everything, and all they had was a main stage and then a catwalk, one catwalk, and then a little stage at the end, like most of her concerts. Like the Girly Show was a prime example, where she walked down after Erotica and Fever. But come to find out, we paid $6,000 for seats right in front of the main stage.
It wasn't that much, but
it was close to it.
It was in the thousands.
Yes.
So,
and come to find out, she hardly ever spent any time on the main stage.
No.
So most everything else was done. The 2 catwalks going this way, and then there was one behind us, and then there was another catwalk, and then the stage, and so we hardly ever get to see her. So mostly I looked at the big screen to see what was doing, because her back was towards us.
Now, in my opinion, again, that wasn't a Madonna thing. In my opinion, the best seats would have been the pit. Obviously, I can't afford.
Or either the end stage.
We're not going to pay for the pit. I mean, that's just what it is.
Well, the money we paid, we could have paid an extra $1,000 and saw the real thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
But honestly,
that wasn't your fault, Madonna.
Yeah, if it was up to, if I knew that's how the stage was going to be set up, and if I knew that's what she was going to do, I would have just paid for the ones higher up that had the comfortable seats, not the friggin' pull-out.
Yeah, because
chairs.
she had all these pull downs of
But-
of her footage and everything, so everyone in the whole stadium
So I mean,
could see it.
kudos to Madonna for letting even people that couldn't
In the
afford.
nosebleeding seats.
Correct. Even the people that couldn't afford the up close and personal seats, everybody got to see her, and I am glad she did that.
Yeah.
My disappointment was not with Madonna. My disappointment was with State Farm or Ticketmaster, whoever's fault it was, with the whole stage layout and all that good stuff.
They should have updated it
Yeah.
whenever it was canceled
I don't
and
mind.
then put back on.
I don't mind the seats we got, but I think we paid too much for the seats that we got for the lack of what I was able to see. Because once everybody stood up,
Everybody was
you
taller
can't-
than we were.
You can't see anything.
Plus, the stage was
Yeah.
like,
He's 5'6", I'm 5'7". Everybody that was around us, I swear, was 6'2".
and the catwalk and stage and everything was like we had to actually
Yeah,
lean
so-
up like that with the phones just to get
Right.
things, and then there was big people in front of us.
But with that being said,
But with that being said, we're going to.
we did get some clips. I was able to get some good clips to show you how close she really was when we were able to see her. Now the clips that we have are not going to be in any specific order because honestly I don't remember what order she went into.
Because she was going back and forth
So-
through history and.
So and I didn't get everything because I didn't need my phone to die. Because if anybody's ever been to Atlanta, yeah, you don't want your phone to die when you're in Atlanta because it ain't the safest city in the world. At
And
least
I
not
wanted
there.
to watch it, and I couldn't hold the phone because my hands were shaking too much. It's
So
my first time seeing Madonna.
so what we're going to do is we are going to play a clip,
and we'll tell you a little
tell
bit
you a
about
little bit about it, and then we'll go
move
to the
on.
next one, and so on and so forth. So,
Okay.
so
So it's nothing spectacular, but at least it's showing our adventure on this and what we could get, on video.
correct. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, let's get
Let's
started
go.
with the first one.
Okay. So there you have it. That was the opening. Not the opening music, but the opening number that she came out and did. I know she was having to do the song shorter because she had so many songs that she put into the concert.
Correct. Which is fine, But I'll tell you though, and you even pointed it out, she tiny.
Oh my God! I don't know if he caught it, but there was one time when she walked off the stage, and she was in her little pink lingerie, and she walked by this stage, which was like maybe 3 people from me, and I was just like, I couldn't say hey Madonna or yell anything because I was just so starstruck. But she looked so tiny. I mean, she looked like a kid.
Mm-hmm. She is tiny.
She had to be like 5 feet tall from what it looked like. I mean, because the dancers weren't that big at all.
No.
And she was walking between the dancers, and she was like this short, much shorter than them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, she's tiny. No wonder they were able to pick her up during, Blonde Ambition and all that, and tote her around and stuff like that, because she probably only weighs 100 pounds.
What I liked about this song was when obviously the song, nothing really matters, all comes around to me, or comes back to me. But I liked how the stage went around in a circle, so I think that's what she was trying to represent, was that it all comes
full circle.
Comes back, so it all, like you said, full circle. All right, so we're going to move on.
The only thing I had to say about the experience with the Madonna concert, and this was maybe because we were so far up and they knew that most of her performances were going to be out further in the audience, we got a lot of bass. It kind of overtook her voice a lot.
Yeah, you'll realize that on some of the songs.
Yeah, so it was just like the bass was just like blah, 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 like that, and you're trying to hear what she's trying to sing, but that was Nothing Really Matters, the opening number of the Madonna Celebration concert.
So let's go on to the next one, shall we?
Let's go on to the next one. And that was Everybody. And if you can notice, you can hear the bass, how strong it is.
Yeah, that one did have a
She's
lot of
still
bass.
on the main stage right now.
But she did go back and forth. So
she
like
did
I said,
go back and forth. And
I don't know what order these are in, so,
it was hard
It
to
is
tell
what it is.
because you were trying to record and watch. I was just standing there
You
like...
were just watching.
I mean...
Which is fine.
No matter what you were doing, if you were in that concert, you were looking this way, that way, behind you, because there were so many places she popped out at, like a whack-a-mole. And then we were up front, and we saw the cage where she got into it. And all of a sudden, it started going up into the air, and I saw her, and I was just like, oh my God. She's an angel and she's flying.
Okay, well, we'll see. There's a clip of that too.
But yeah, so. that freaked me out a little bit because she came right over our heads enough that I could probably reach up and, if I was tall enough, and grab her.
Anywho, so that was that one. So let's move on to the next one and see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. was Open Your Heart. And
like I said, they're just clips. I
Yeah.
wasn't doing a whole lot because my phone. By the time I got done with this, my phone was at 100% when we went into this thing. It was at 25 when we left.
yeah,
And I wanted
that
to
was
make
just a few clips that we got.
And I wanted to make sure that, like I said, if something, God forbid, happened, I had enough juice to call 911.
Yeah.
But anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying it so far.
I thought she just looked so spectacular, and it brought back a lot of nostalgia, especially her earlier stuff, you know, her singing it, and the way she was being very careful, because I don't know if you read on the news that the dancer that was pulling her dropped the chair. He fell because he you don't run in heels while you're pulling a chair with the queen on it. For God's sakes.
Well, here's the thing. Whether you do or don't, they may have rehearsed that a million times. Sometimes shit happens. And
Yeah, I mean,
so
I kept thinking,
as long as she's okay, it is what it is. You know.
I like to put out, I think that, because we were sitting down and we were talking while we were waiting on, you know, the concert to start, and I think it was by 9 o'clock that not even half the stadium was filled up. And I was thinking,
I was ready to leave.
wow, is this it? You know, but she hasn't started yet. And there were still people checking in security.
Yeah, wow.
Because we were asking people, because there was a couple that came by us and said they just got through security and came straight here and didn't even get anything to drink or anything because they thought that they were missing the show.
Yeah.
But I do, and another thing I want to point out in here is sitting there and watching all types of people walk in. I mean, you had kids walking in, you had adults walking in like 60s and their 70s and their 80s. I mean, there was one woman there. She could have been Queen Elizabeth.
Well, think
for
about
all
it.
we know.
I mean, but think about
But
it.
her diversity, I mean, there were straight couples, there was gay couples, there were interracial couples. You name it. It was like, it made me feel good that, you know, she sold out a show, because when it finally did start and I looked around at the arena, it was packed. And that arena can hold 17,000 people.
All they got to do,
And I'm thinking,
while they're watching these clips, you can see the audience, so you can see how packed
Yeah.
it was. So
but no, you couldn't see way up there in the
No,
nosebleeding
no, because I
seats.
wanted
It
to
was
get-
packed.
I
too.
wanted to get her or dancers or something.
But no, what I'm saying is,
Say it faster.
it's just incredible that someone of her magnitude can attract so many people from different spaces, and nobody looked at anybody differently for dressing in heels or drag, or some girls were wearing the wedding dresses, some people were wearing this and that, but nobody blinked an eye at it. It was like, you would think that, you know, someone would look at someone being too gay and be like, oh.
So, anywho.
Yeah. But we're both wearing the shirts that we wore to the concert.
Yep. All right, let's move
We're
on
going
to
to
the
move
next
on to
one.
the next one. Thank you. Yeah, that was like a prayer because I remember that was the one that made me really want to dance.
Mm-hmm.
But we had this yellow tape, and you're supposed to be in your seats, but you can't stand up when you're in a Madonna I mean, you can't sit down when you're in a Madonna concert. But this woman kept coming every time we would get like this much out of our yellow line. She would come across and say, "Y'all get back in the like, bitch. I'm trying to dance here at Madonna's concert. I've waited 40 something years to see her, and this song made me want to get out there and fucking tear it up."
My issue with that is,
But then at the end, I think she finally gave in and realized that, okay, these people are wanting to dance, so they need more space.
this is my issue, is that you had the chairs that we were supposed to sit in were fold out chairs.
Yeah, they're the fold out chairs like you see at picnics, and they were
they're-
side by side, so
literally-
close. You were like this.
Literally, it looked like one big bench. And so, I mean, how are you supposed to even move?
Yeah.
You know, and then
And they expect you to sit down at a Madonna concert?
Yeah, I mean, come on. There was one point where you and I were standing up, and the people that the guy that was next to us sat down, I guess, to rest or what have you, and he was taking up 2 chairs
Yeah.
because there was no room. So he couldn't sit in all of his because the person next to him was sitting over because there wasn't room. So of course he was taking up 2 chairs,
Yeah.
and I wasn't upset about it. It's just, how do you expect people to stay in that area and move around and have a good time?
Yeah.
So
I mean, they were at
so-
the end of the line. They were security around.
Yeah.
I trust me. I saw every time she did the walkway or one of the dancers. There was security walking them down on the sides, and trust me, they were packing.
So we hope you enjoyed that one.
I especially like how she threw in Body Shop from Sam Smith
Mhm.
and Unholy.
Mhm.
You heard a little bit of it, but it was an homage to him.
I know.
But
So
yeah, I really
Anyway.
enjoyed this one.
So we'll move on to the next one.
Yes. Move on to the next one. We're right here. That was erotica. But if you notice, we're like further back this way.
They can't see your finger, but if you're looking at the stage, we're probably about 4 people back. So
towards the main stage.
Yeah. So
because there was a catwalk this way, then one went this way, right there where they're at.
Right.
And those were lasers. Those weren't ropes.
No,
they're
not lasers.
I have to say, she put a lot of technicalities in this.
All it is lights going from one end to the other, and they keep the smoke coming in, so it gives the illusion of ropes.
I just love how she put so much technical things and elements in this show that's never been. I thought the Blonde Ambition and Girly Show and the other ones had a lot of technical things, but this said this basically this concert solidified her as the queen of
pretty
pop.
much the bottom line is she always evolves on every concert, just like she's evolved on every music or video.
Yes.
So
the queen evolves.
So we're going to continue on.
Yes, let's go on to the next
more.
one.
So
okay. I was just getting ready to say before they ended, we were trying to figure out who that guy was who was the special guest, because she always has a special guest to do the Vogue competitions, and I don't know his name, but he played on Stranger Things as the sheriff the first season, I know.
I don't remember his name either. But that was him?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was him.
How did you find this out?
I just knew it looking at his face.
Okay.
I mean, I could tell, and then I came back home later and Googled it.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't know he was really, really good friends with her.
And obviously, as you see in that picture, that is Madonna's daughter.
I think this is Stella. Oh, hold on, no. Stella and Esther. I don't know.
I know it's her
She's
daughter.
got Mercy, Stella and Esther are both twins, I believe.
Okay.
And Mercy is the sister to David, the first one she adopted.
Okay.
And let me tell you, she did a good job raising these kids.
Yep. So, all right. So that's that.
She's working that DJ station.
I think, don't quote me, folks, but I think I recorded part 2 where you actually see the voguing going on, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. I think that was a very short clip that you, because originally when she came in, she had finished a song and she was walking on the catwalk opposite of us, and she lit a match and she tossed it in, and the whole stage went up in a damn fire, and I was like, whoa. And let me tell you guys, if it wasn't hot in there already from all the body heat,
that sure as hell didn't help.
This was like standing in hell. Literally. I think I was actually starting to sweat.
No, it wasn't like standing in hell. I know, because I've been there. It's very warm. Imagine being at a cookout and you're doing the grilling and the flames are up and you feel the flames radiating off of your body.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
And I can imagine how they felt with all those spotlights on them too.
As you can see, that was, at least 15 feet away. So that's some serious...
this was on the main stage in front of us.
Some serious flaming, and I'm not talking about the queens in front of us.
Them two in front of us.
They were having a good time.
They were having a good time, but I know the one said he was like in his 30s and he's been waiting his whole life to see her, and I'm like...
Yeah.
I'm like 20-something years older than you.
You made me feel old.
I've been waiting forever to see Madonna.
But anywho, we're going to move on to the next clip.
Yep. really good one.
I have to say though, it takes a lot of not memory skills to be able to remember the moves, the songs, the lyrics,
Yeah,
everything.
because she's got a wide.
I mean, literally, her and her dancers have gone non-stop, you know. And some of the dancers have been in there from the get-go. So
Yeah.
but no, I have to say that's just great, and I like it better though when she's using the Madonna phone, whatever you call it. I don't know.
The one she invented.
Yeah,
the
the headset.
Headset.
I think she sounds better using that than when she's on a mic.
Yeah.
Because
But she was wearing wigs during this, I noticed.
no, I get that, and
for a purpose of
I'm
going
not,
down the history. But
I'm not putting it down.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I like the quality of it with the headset versus the microphone, because with the microphone, if you go out just a smidge, you won't be able to hear it as well.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, we'll move on to the next one.
Okay.
You see what I was focused on?
Yeah.
The end.
But you got to admit.
What?
So Beyonce wasn't the first pop person to do a country song.
No.
Madonna did this back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was like, what, close to 2000.
I don't know.
It was on Her American Life.
Oh, I know.
But when I remember when this video came out and she was wearing the jeans and the cowboy hat and the western shirt, and I was thinking, God, Madonna, you sound so country in this. And she was doing the line dancing. I mean, she was tearing it up on the video. And I know that, and we both acknowledge this, that she wasn't as physical as far as using all of her body to dance with like she does in all of her other concerts. But I did my research before I went to the concert on that subject matter, and her doctor gave her strict permission, strict orders that they would agree that if she did go back on the tour, that she would have to do everything that he told her to do, and that meant no using all of her body. Just get up there and sing the song, do a little bit of movements and things like that, because she was still, if you have a staph infection, they say it can take up to 2 years to fully recover from it.
So basically she had to limit her movements.
She had to limit her movements, which I don't care.
Yeah.
It was just a pleasure just seeing her and hearing her sing these songs that that I love by her, and seeing her live in person.
Well, even without her the staff issues and all that stuff, I mean, come on. And this is not an ageism thing, but she is what, in her 60s?
She's 65.
She's 65 years old. She looks great, but everybody, as you get older, you can't do what you did in your 20s. And I get that. And people need to respect that. So,
well, I think she wanted to. You could see parts where she really wanted to, but then she's like...
But think about it. If she did, even without the staff...
It could have probably stopped the concerts.
Correct. Because by the time halfway through, she probably would not have been able to keep going, or she would have had to spread them out more. So I get that. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Regardless of age, I mean, the body does what the body can do.
Well, it's like on the same subject as Cher. Cher hasn't had any body injuries, and she looks good. But Cher has never been a physical dancer.
No.
She stands there in her lavish outfits.
She moves a little, but that's it.
And all the dancers do the energizing for her.
That's what concerts are known for, with the exception of a few singers such
like
as
Beyonce, Madonna,
Taylor, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's move on to the next one.
But that one was a great one. I love that. And it was so appropriate because Beyonce just released her country album, and now it's coming back in style.
That was David, her son, correct? Playing the guitar.
And he turned out to be a really good looking guy. And almost died. Can you believe that?
So, moving on to the next one.
Yeah, that was the all-inclusive flag that doesn't just stand for LGBTQI and A.
Stands for
but it stands for straight people who are allies. It stands for It stands for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody who wants to be
Leave it at that.
at love with each other and believes in love for each other and doesn't discriminate. That's basically what the flag means. So
Okay.
I thought that was an awesome little thing.
Got a few
It
more.
seemed like I noticed whenever we were doing that, her vocals sounded a little off, and she kind of stopped, like she was getting pissed a little.
Mhm.
And I think that her sound, she's
Yeah.
probably thinking in her mind, "This sound check guy don't get my voice back, get this microphone fixed."
Yeah, because that did not sound.
That's why she
any-
stopped when she done that. She goes, and then she started back singing, and it fixed
Somebody gonna get yelled at the end of that.
it. Yeah.
Okay, we're moving on to the next one. Now, I like that section of the show because it showed all her different errors.
Yeah, her
Mhm.
iconic dress arrows.
Thank you. That was.
Yeah, like the Marilyn Monroe when she did
In
the
the pink.
Material Girl.
Uh-huh.
Showed when she someone dressed
virgin.
as erotica,
And the Like a Virgin.
the Like a Virgin, American Life.
Vogue.
Yeah, I mean
So-
it had all of the things, and when you looked around at the stage, how many evolutions she has taken on
That's the word.
that's iconic
So.
was just mesmerizing.
Now, the next ones we got going on, if I'm not mistaken, the last three are going to be the shorts, which we're going to play. I posted them on YouTube, but I posted them in the shorts. But for those of you who don't watch shorts or anything like that, I'm going to go ahead and add those to it as well.
Yeah.
So that way you guys can see where she's in the box flying over, stuff like that. So.
Yeah, and I hate the fact that we didn't get all of Live to Tell, but from where we were seating at, it was very difficult to get that into a video because it was right over us, and we would have had to basically lean this way, and then there was a photo over here and a photo over there, and it would have just been all over the place. But
we'll finish that up. Let's finish it up with the three shorts, and then we'll got a couple other things to say. Okay, and that's all of them ended with a good orgy.
Yep, that was the beginning of Justify My Love.
So yeah, I did not get any of the. There was two sections, well, three of them that I didn't record. One was the "Oh Father," where
Oh Mother, oh Father.
where she was. It was a commemorative for her mother passing away and David's mother passing away.
Yeah, she was on one side and David was on the other, and they had the scrolls.
I did not do that one. That was a little emotional for me because, as you guys know, I just lost my mother within the last year and just couldn't really handle that particular song. Second one was
Live to Tell was very emotional.
Yes.
It was. I don't think either one of us could have recorded that.
And I think that's one thing that annoyed me the most about the two in front of us that were in their 30s. I don't know if you heard or not, but they were making comments on it because basically what Madonna did was she was singing the song "Live to Tell." She was bringing shades down, projector screens rather, and showing pictures of people that have died of AIDS.
Her best friends at first.
Yeah, and then it goes into Rock Hudson, a bunch
Freddie
of
Mercury.
Yep. So the point I'm trying to make is the gay people in front that were in their 30s, who waited their whole life to see her. I heard them making comments. They did, well, why is she doing this? Why is she showing all these the old people? And why they were just making stupid comments. And I really wanted to hit them upside the head, but
yeah, because Live to Tell was written about the AIDS epidemic.
Correct. So
losing her friend.
Because that's always been a big thing for Madonna. So that's why
she stood up for us when nobody else
would.
would.
And this is the thing: ignorance is bliss, and unfortunately, in the younger generation. That didn't live through it. I mean,
because I remember looking around while it was playing, and there were a lot of older couples, a little bit older than us, and they were just bawling.
Yeah, but the younger people that were there
had no idea.
I would say at least
the song represented or what the pictures represented, but. If you're a die-hard Madonna fan, you should know that Madonna was the first to pick up the torch for the AIDS community. And that was one thing we didn't catch at the beginning of the show, was whenever they were finished dancing to get into the groove, the dancers started dropping on the stage like they were dead.
Yes.
And then she walked over to one of them and took her jacket off and laid it over him. And that's when she walked off, got into the crane, and she started the
Live to Tell.
Because she was basically showing you all of her songs that she was starting to make hits with. But then, boom, AIDS just hit like a fucking bullet.
Her concert did have the
had the elements
the storyline
that carried the timeline in order.
Now, and another thing I didn't get, which I wish I did. You may have gotten it on your phone, so we're going to check and see what Coldfire actually got on his phone.
It wasn't that good because I have an iPhone.
He doesn't have the greatest quality. However,
plus my hand.
We'll see if it's decent quality. So if we do post something, don't make fun of the quality of his phone. Anywho, we will see if we got it. But the last thing that we didn't get, or at least I didn't get, was the Michael Jackson tribute. And to tell you a little bit about the concert, how it worked, she had a Michael Jackson look-alike and she had herself look-alike. So,
and they came behind the screen and
they were on the sides, and one looked just like Michael Jackson, the other one looked like her in her like a virgin outfit. And as they walked up towards the front of the stage, you have the big screen, a projector screen, the big one that came down,
and it just showed their silhouettes.
They disappeared, and then they showed just the silhouette of Michael Jackson and Madonna.
And then over on the sides at the back of the wall, it actually showed all the pictures that were taken by paparazzi of
Correct.
Madonna and Michael Jackson together.
Correct. And but
when
the
they were
silhouettes,
friends at the beginning.
the silhouettes were showing them doing their dance moves of Billie Jean.
I love how she gave a shout out to Michael. She gave a shout out that quick after Like a Prayer to Prince, because he comes in with that guitar riff at the beginning of Like a Prayer. Sinead O'Connor.
Mm-hmm. She did a lot of.
She did a lot of people that had passed on.
I can't think of the word. Memorandums. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Memoriams.
That word.
I think that's the word.
I think. If not, I don't care.
To all the
Y'all know
greats
what I mean.
that we have lost.
So.
And it goes to show you that, we almost lost her a year ago.
But we didn't. Thank God.
Thank God. And she persevered because, like she said about 10 years ago, the most controversial thing she ever did was to stick around.
Well, those are the clips that we did for the concert. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yes.
We're gonna call it a day.
And
if you have
it's
questions,
going to take a while to edit all this.
If you got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. Ko-Fi will get back to you on it. I don't know how many more we're going to be doing because, as we stated, I just started and I'm about to start a new job.
I'm going to be having surgery soon.
He's going to be having surgery.
GERD.
So we're going to do what we can do. It's not going to be as many. So just be patient with us. And again, please,
And you guys out there, help us reach the 1,000 subscribers.
Please.
We've been stuck at like 857 for like ever. And so. I know, and we I think we've done our due diligence. I mean, we were popping out like anywhere from 5 to 10 videos a week.
But
anyways,
I enjoy doing it regardless.
Well,
but
in kind of way, because my therapist was the one that suggested I do this, and she's like, get on YouTube, and because you have PTSD, you can't get outside the home because you're housebound. Try to get to the 1,000 subscribers, and that will make you feel a little bit better. And
the other reason we want comments on there and questions is because it does help him with social anxiety.
Yeah.
Whereas it's very difficult for Ko-Fi to go out there and actually talk to people one-on-one by himself. If I'm not with him, he doesn't leave the house.
Yeah. I'm 99.9% of the time inside the house.
So the reason we want more comments and more questions and banter back and forth is so that way he can talk to you guys. You have questions, ask him.
I always, if I don't have something to say because it's like an open-ended just comment, I will like it and heart it to show that, and that to me means that I respect your point of view, I agree with your point of view, but there's not really much to say about it.
No.
Like if you say Madonna is the queen, I'm going to heart it and like it and say, yes, she is, because that's just facts. So,
again,
we hope that you enjoyed this journey of our concert. It was epic for us. I finally can say that I got to see Madonna in concert, and next time when she goes on tour, if she comes close to here, we're going to definitely make sure that we get the seats that we want to get to see her. I'm not talking about...
He's going to go with somebody else. I'm not a big concert people. I don't...
No, I'm talking about... We're going to know more before we go in. Because, like I said, Ticketmaster should have updated the stage and said, hey, you guys paid $3,500 a seat, and you only got to hear 5 songs up here when the rest of them were done so far away from you and you had to turn around and you couldn't see over them. They could have gave you a discount, or what they should have done was take that area out and at least move it up.
Yeah.
Or upgrade you. Say, hey, you paid $3,500. She's not going to be on the main stage that much. For $500 more, we're going to move you to the pit.
You know, honestly, I probably wouldn't complain as much if we knew that it was going to take 2 hours to start the show. Then I would have waited in line and got all the memorabilia.
Oh, we didn't get out there till 1:30 in the morning.
Way past my bedtime. But had I known it was going to start 2 hours later, I would have waited in line and bought every piece of memorabilia you wanted from the concert. But I didn't because I thought she was going to be on time.
Yeah. Well,
So-
they had people buying it
and then-
afterwards, but they were trying to kick them out. They're
Yeah,
like-
and then afterwards, it was like you're rushed out. It's
because there's a curfew for each building by law
like, no,
enforcement.
there's a curfew in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But anywho, so with that being
Oh.
said,
And if you ever go to Atlanta, after 12 o'clock, you cannot find a convenience store or restaurant open in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know what happened.
Don't
but
stay
it
at the
wasn't the
hotel.
Atlanta I used to.
don't stay at the hotel.
Because
stayed at.
we literally, I don't even remember how we got a Coca-Cola or something to eat.
We had to drive all over hell to find a 24-hour gas station
That's what it was. I got a
because
frozen burrito out of the damn.
because when we went back to the hotel, they had a section of drinks and all there was water. I asked the guy that was working the front desk, y'all don't have any Coke or soda or anything? He goes, no, all we got is what you see. And then when we got up the next morning, this was after the fiasco.
Of course, the female
Hold on.
manager was there.
Hold on. So we get up the next morning to go check out, and she asked how the stay was. I said it was all right. I said y'all need to have something more than just friggin' water. And then I looked over,
And
and
there
there's
was
a friggin'
Coca-Cola
roll
in the
of Coke.
refrigerator.
I said, when did you get the Coke in?
She said it was in the back.
It was in the back. I said, well, your person working the front desk that night apparently didn't know that. So, anyways, but yeah, that was the only bad thing.
But
Hope you
like
guys
I
enjoyed
said,
it.
We enjoyed it.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this. It wasn't much, but I did promise you that we would try to take as much footage as we could get.
So.
That was clear. We do have some more, but it was so grainy and people were either blocking our view or the
It
bass
wasn't
was
worth
so loud that you couldn't even understand what she was saying. So we decided not to post those.
So, anyways, but y'all have a
But
great day.
Have a great day. We love
Talk to
you.
y'all later.
To all the Madonna fans out there, just wish her goodwill, and hopefully she will tour again in the future and go from there. Bye bye.